that's
Yes.
bandied about now in business. How do you create a safe environment where people are actually free to give feedback, to have conversations, as long as, which you didn't say, but knowing your approach, as long as it's moving the ship forwards in the direction that we want to go. Because you see in all teams, in every single team in the world that's ever done a culture exercise, guys, what is important for this team, business and sport, it'll always be communication or honest communication. I mean, what is honest communication?
No, Paddy, I swear, I'm glad you say that, because I've been part of, a professional, high-performing team. And we speak about communication as being an important thing. And every single time we get it horribly wrong. Like, horribly. Like, as bad as you think you can get it, like the worst case scenario, we keep doing communication wrong over and over and over again, to the point where it was like, okay, this actually gives me purpose. Like, I know that this is so bad. So everything that I can help facilitate to do this better, I'm going to do it, so that we communication the crap out of it to each other, so you don't feel like it. To the point where, even our selector at that time, Linda Zondi, when he started, communication was this bad problem that we had, and through a lot of time and effort and relationship with him, he actually got brilliant with it, because he was like, I get you. I get how important this is. But then, the same thing happens. That happens in leadership. That happens in teams. A guy gets taken out of his position. So all of that learning that he's gone, all of that conversations, to get it right, to get people to trust him, to move forward, to get the boat moving forward. Position gets changed, new guy, there you go.
Start from scratch.
And that guy does the same thing we did 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 6 years ago, 10 years ago. It's just brutal wheel that we just keep making the same mistake over and over again. And it blows my mind.
I really want to jump into that a little bit more, about how we managed to turn style around those same mistakes. But you spoke about the communication was really bad and it happened over and over. So without going into detail or getting controversial, what are the things that allows or supports poor communication to be perpetuated and keep happening over and over? So what was going on that was supporting that dysfunction for so long?
I think it's an attention to, if you're intentional about the soft skills, and communication is one of them. I think if you are aware of it, then you will do it better. But if you're a personality that is not aware about the soft skills, then communication is not important to you. So if your style is the hard skills, the technical, the fitness, all of that stuff, your focus is on that. And I think that's our mistakes. It's either the personality or it's the lack of, we're not sharing what we've learned. So if we leave out both, then we might have two massive crosses, because now you're going, communication is important, and we're saying it, we're putting it in our team room as a massive banner, communication or honest communication or honest feedback. Those words are in every dressing room on the planet. But if your leader or your coach or your captain or your selection panel or wherever the guys who are working
your
down,
leadership influence is coming from.
Even your senior players, if they don't live that through their actions, then it literally becomes a wasted word on the wall that you never ever use. So, in order to get real value of that, there has to be a complete, is it right, with intentionality about that thing. So for me, there was really, really important. I keep saying it, the soft skills, but if I'm switched on about it the whole time, then I will pick up on something that is not good communication.
Yeah.
Because I'm so switched, and I'll go nip it in the butt straight away. Are you clear? This is your role, bang, bang, bang. Are you happy? Yes, I'm clear. Or selector, let's go, you, me, him, let's talk. da-da-da, this is what does he need to do? There, go. Clarity, like with that communication, because you're intentional about it all the time. But if you're not, it is ridiculously easy to just miss it because your eyes are not on it, your ears are not on it. So you'll miss opportunities where that goes by. And that's just one instance. Other instance where I'm so passionate about the culture was like, how can we do things in our team to make guys feel special, valued, whatever they do. Debuts, make a massive deal about debuts because this is something that he's worked for his entire life and it's here today. So it's like, a kid's first birthday, like go all out, go massive, make sure this guy walks away feeling special. And then I see the other side of it but it's because I'm so attuned to it and I see it when it's not there and I go, how do we miss something? And I'll share it with you. Like I played my 50th T20 match for South Africa post the captaincy.
Yeah.
And T20s internationally, you don't play a lot. So 50 T20s would be like 150 one-day games.
Yeah.
Or,
it's a big number in T20s.
It's a big number in T20 cricket. Not a lot of guys get there. And because we were arrested for a lot of them to get, combinations and stuff right, I didn't even get a handshake, a mention, nothing. And I was so hurt and so disappointed. But I also understood the context. It means a lot to me as how I see culture and how I see value, but it might not mean the same for someone else. But that's just to go back to your example. If you are not intentional about that thing, you will miss it daily.
Yeah. And here you're a senior player. You've played over 200 games, your country, and it's affected you a bit that you haven't been celebrated for getting your 50th. So if it's affecting you, who is so mentally strong and loves an adversary, can you imagine how it's affecting other people or not filling their tanks? So an opportunity so missed there to get the best out of people.
100%. Something that stuck with me, Russell Domingo, when working with him as captain, he had this phrase that everyone needs love. And that's why I also really connected with him because he was this, what's the opposite of ego? Egoless, ego.
Yeah.
He had no ego. He was just there to serve the team to the best of his capabilities. And that everyone needs love stuck with me right through my leadership journey and still to this point today. That even if you're the greatest AB de Villiers or Dale Steyn, he also has those days where he's feeling insecure, feeling down, feeling low, and you need to be intentional about giving him love, like in his way that he needs it, whatever that way is. Or a guy, as you mentioned, that's played one game, his way of giving, experiencing love on that first day is that. It's making it as special for him as he can. When he walks into the dressing room, really acknowledging this guy is coming into a space that is a dream for him.